Hey guys, today I'm going to show you how to make a Padlet. You're going to use this Padlet as an idea board while working toward creating your own interviews for this class. Okay, so first we're on the Padlet site. You can either click Make a Padlet, or there's a button up here also, New Padlet. So we're going to go ahead and click that button. Okay, first we're going to choose a title for your idea board. I'm going to call this one ESL Interview Board. Write a quick little description. This idea board is for my interview project. Okay. Next, you can choose a layout. You can either have freeform, where your posts can kind of be all over the place, just scattered, more like an idea board. You can have a more organized grid. You can also choose a stream. I like the freeform because I want to move them myself. Okay, you're going to choose a wallpaper. There are a lot of different ones you can choose from. I think for this one, since I'm thinking about interviewing people from around the world, I'm going to choose the world map. Okay, now I go back. You can choose a symbol for your Padlet that will be up by your title if you like. You have a lot of choices in here. I'm going to choose the shaking hands. Okay, we can also add tags so our Padlet can be found. I'm going to type in ESL. I'm going to do another tag of interview. And then this is what our address will be down here. So I'm going to retitle this one ESL Interview. Once we're done, we're going to click Next. I'm going to make this site public so others in the class can use it, see it. Other people can write on it. They can add their ideas, pictures, comments. And then I'm going to click Next. And we're ready to go. We're ready to start posting. So I'm going to show you how to post a couple of different attachments. You can either click here on the plus sign where you get a box. You choose the type of attachment. First, I'm going to choose adding a document. So I click this plus. I can either add a link here, or I can choose a file. For this one, I already have interview questions created. So I'm going to go into Documents. I have a Padlet folder where I'm putting the documents I'm going to use, and here are my interview questions. Okay, so it's going to give you a preview of what it will look like. This is exactly what I want, so I click OK. Now it is on my board. For the title, I'm just going to type interview questions. And I don't need a description, that's enough, so I click on the actual board, and now here it is posted. Okay, I can also just double click on the wallpaper and I get that same prompting box. So let's say I want to add maybe an example of an interview from YouTube. So I can click video. And then in another tab, I can open up YouTube. I found a video that I liked here where a girl is interviewing her mom. So I'm going to get the share link. I'm going to right click and copy that link and go back over. Paste my link here. I click the arrow and I get a preview. That's what I want. So I click OK. Now anyone who gets on the site can see the video right from here. I'm going to title it Family Interview. And then I'll write, this is an example interview with a mom. Okay, and I click over here, it's on there. So I can move my tiles around wherever I want. And now if you click the play button, It starts the video right here. Okay, so pretty cool. Okay, I want to add, maybe I want to put a picture. Okay, so I come down here, I click on the camera, and I'm going to choose a file. So I can go into pictures. I have a folder just for blog pictures, so if I double click, I can choose maybe the StoryCorps logo, since that's the site we're using. Double click it. And we get our preview. Perfect. So, okay. For this one, maybe I want for the title to be the link to the actual storyboard site. So I'm going to, in another tab, I have the StoryCorps site open. I'm going to go ahead and copy the address. I go back over to my Padlet. I can paste the link. Okay, now it has the logo of the site, and you can quickly click on the link and go to the site. Okay, I am also going to add, maybe once I've created my podcast, I can actually upload my podcast here. So let's add audio. I'm going to choose a file. I'm going to go into my podcast folder, and I have an actual podcast that I've already created. I'm going to upload it. So when you're finished with your project, you can actually put the completed podcast on your Padlet, which will be really cool. It's kind of an archive of how you got to the final product. Okay, this one's a little bit bigger, so it'll take just a minute to upload. And the cool thing about having the podcast in the MP3 form is once it's on your Padlet, when somebody clicks on it, they can hear the interview straight off of your Padlet, which was really cool. Okay, it's almost done. And after this, I'm going to show you how to add one of the interviews off of StoryCorps, and that'll be the last thing we'll look at today. I'm going to click OK, title it My Podcast with Pierre Odor. Okay, and I can reposition it. Now if I click on the play button, there it is. Pretty cool. Okay, the last thing I'm going to show you how to add is, let me double click, add another video. I'm going to add one of the actual StoryCorps interviews with video from the site. Okay, so I got to click share. It's going to give me a link to the story. I copy the link, go back over to my board. I'm going to paste the link. Preview, perfect. Okay, so click OK. Here is an example from StoryCorps. Okay, so you are already on your way to an awesome Padlet. It's a great place to store your ideas all in one location, all different formats, and I can't wait to see yours.